again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Number 10 on return.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. All right, 280. 18.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking to... get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, easy. Check 51, check 51. 280.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Miller, 51 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Hurry up, let's go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, It hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
77, 77.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A handoff. It's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of the shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Roethlisberger will throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
3 down. 8.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Disabled guests is located between gates A and D. Disabled guests will be dropped off at this location. Fire department will be there and picked up after the game.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Good guys. 4 down. 4 down. 14. 19.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Packers! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. On first down, Murray. Down to the 25.
Here we go.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Last stop. 14.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 now, Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll win it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play action. It's Wilson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Big Dumbo! Big Dumbo!
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, let's go! Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Randy Moss, 62 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
Check 50. Right, move 15.
Now Wilson on first down. Underneath for Miller. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Wilson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Come on, in and out.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Right, 390.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back now in Nashville. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Lorenzo Neal punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Let's get it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
4 down. Big.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in balance, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And now the Packers get set to go. Well, they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this.
Calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. To Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here's a give to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone